I 31 male. Found out my fiancée 30 cheated during her female bachelorette party. I am planning on leaving that and don't know how to explain all of this. Basically, I was snooping around last night when I saw her phone tick off. It was a message from her friends about the party. I stayed up like one of those stalkers you've seen on TV and been checking the computer Facebook messages with her friends and found out she cheated during her bachelorette party. By cheating, I don't mean getting a striptease or something which I would be okay with. I understand it's a bachelorette party, but she actually gave a stripper a thing with her mouth and ended up going home with another guy that night. She has this other guy added on Facebook, but the chat merely consists of a had a good time, and it was nice to meet you conversation, which dates back to the bachelorette party. I have, however, read the messages between her and her friends. They have a small group found out what she done there. It all seems as if it was a one-time thing that happened then, but I am a ducking mess. I haven't slept all night, and she is headed for work in an hour or so. When she wakes up, it's almost 6 a.m. here. I don't know what the duck to do. We are supposedly getting married in 3 weeks. I am thinking of simple packing all my bags after she is going to work and just leaving the flat. It's her family's flat anyway. We were planning on buying a ducking house, having kids grow old. I feel I want to throw all of that out the window. I am sitting here smelling like alcohol, feeling drunk and depressed. I don't know why, but I am more of a angry depressed than sad depressed. I haven't cried since I found out about all of this. Should I confront her? Should I just get out? Should I hear her side of the story? Honestly, I want to just go and stomp her ducking face in right now, but I don't want to do something irrational. Please help. First edit, I have been reading all comments, both good and bad. Didn't expect this amount of response, but I think I have my mind set on just leaving. I will probably do so while she's at work. I really don't know. I feel a lot calmer already. Really appreciate everyone's comments. Not going to drink anymore or do anything stupid. I will try to update the post to let you know what's happening. I will try to be as detailed as possible. I have had quite a few messages regarding what happened, and I got such a big amount of responses, both positive and negative, which I never imagined would have happened. I want to let you all know that the support I have received has been incredible, both in messages and on the post itself, which has helped me in taking my decision. I am also sorry for not being able to respond to all the messages. There's just too many to respond to. But I would like to throw out much love for all of you who took the time. I would also like to give a big thanks on my post to everyone who replied. I tried to respond, but I noticed the thread was closed. I still don't know why mods close it, but I still want to give a big thanks to the people who took the time to give me advice. Much love to you all. Now to the update. I basically left in the morning to take a smoke. My head was still messed up, but reading all the comments on Reddit helped me. I can't remember who, but there was one guy who said the positive thing about all of this is that I found out before I got married with no children or attachments. I still don't think she cheated. Other than this night, nothing I found indicated anything else. I guess she wanted this to be her last night before settling down or so. Anything. I honestly don't know and don't care. When I was outside taking a smoke about 15-20 minutes or something after I left Reddit, she had woken up. She noticed the drinks out and asked me what I had been up to. Basically came to give me a kiss and a hug. I followed through with it, but honestly felt empty doing it. I didn't want to give her any hint of what I knew. She asked me why I had been drinking and why I didn't come to sleep last night, and I told her I was just having some nightmares, but everything was fine. I felt detached, like I was watching myself in third person through a TV or something. She asked me if any stress was related to the marriage and the plans. I just told her something along the lines of, you know, I love you. There is no stress I have for the marriage. How can you be stressed about the best thing in your life? She got herself done and left for work. I basically started packing my most important things, my desktop computer, most clothes, and some other things. I planned on leaving things like furniture, TV, and other things I really don't care about more than getting the duck out. I just took the stuff most important to me so that I don't have to return here again. I don't care if she gets the rest. All in all, my stuff added up to about 3 or 4 suitcases. I would say desktop not included in this. I called and canceled the venue we were supposed to be having the wedding at. Apparently, they take 15% of the money for canceling so early on because we were having such a big event. I told them it's fine, and I really don't care at this point. I also saved screenshots of everything, and I've taken them with me. Around 1 p.m. I called a taxi and went to stay at a hotel around 100 kilometers far from my city. I didn't leave any note or pictures at home, I just left. I am planning on leaving to stay with a really close friend who lives in a town about 300 kilometers away. But I just needed the alone time in the hotel for some time to think everything through and process what's happened. Around 3:30 p.m. my phone starts getting spammed with calls from my ex-fiancée. Around 3:50 I start getting calls and messages from her sister, her friends, her parents, my parents, and a few of our mutual friends. The only person I called back was my dad and mom. I have a huge trust for my parents. I basically spilled the beans and told them a nicer story about what happened. Asked my dad to not say anything and also asked my mother not to say anything. I told them it's ended and that I won't be getting married no more. I also told them not to tell anything to anyone about what I told them. I trust them a lot, so I am sure they won't say anything. I didn't tell them exactly what happened, just that I found out she wasn't being loyal to me. I didn't think giving details would help in any way. Around 5 p.m. my dad calls me back and is telling me my ex-fiancée is completely hysterical and is basically broken down completely, not understanding what is going on. I just told my dad not to intervene and that I need some alone time now. I basically just shut my phone down and have been staying silent ever since. Like a ghost. Been sleeping for a little, went to the pool here at the hotel, and have just been taking it easy. I don't know if I should respond to them now or wait some more. Her sister knew about what happened at the bachelorette party. I have the text to prove it. She even laughed about it and told her not to feel guilty because it's her bachelorette and that women should go all in on this night. I am seriously considering replying to the sister with just an image of the conversation where she is telling her this. Once again, thank you to everyone who replied. I will update this post 1 or 2 more times, and then perhaps go silent for a while. Time here is 10 p.m. soon. Since I still get messages asking what happened, I will leave this edit here. Yes, I did send the with proof to her sister. The part where the sister is talking about it to her sister. I have since not received any call or message from the sister. My phone is still blowing up with calls and messages from the ex-fiancé. Haven't read them though yet. Thinking of answering or something, but I don't know what to say or do. Might make another post later today so I can update you with what happened. Second edit, thanks once more for all support. Sorry, I haven't updated. A lot of things have happened, and I am too exhausted to write it all out today. I will head to sleep and try to update tomorrow morning with a new post. Once again, thanks for all support and all comments and feedback. I never believed I could have a community help me in such a big way. I might go for a vacation or something. Don't know yet. I will just shortly explain that I really feel like Neo in the Matrix dodging bullets in slow-mo. However, instead of dodging bullets, I have dodged a naughty wife, unwanted children with this wife, endless of fights, and ton of depression. I honestly feel a lot better knowing my life will get better. Shortly said about her, she is broken down and is begging me to take her back. So is her sister and friends. They also come up with the most retarded excuse of what actually happened. I don't believe them for 2 seconds and much more. We'll let you all know tomorrow. Go. Going to crash now. I am mentally exhausted. This is the point at which you need to keep your resolution with you. These kind of cheaters can get so manipulative you could easily say that's some CGI shit from Hollywood until seeing it with your own eyes. Prepare for waterworks. Her dad intervening and seemingly taking sides with you. Her mom calling and claiming it was a one-time mistake. Threats of suicide. Some shit you had said X months ago that ended up with you two fighting the whole bit. Someone will even use your stubbornness and try to paint you as the bad guy who won't budge. Just wait and see. Second update. I am making this as I feel I owe it to all of you. The amount of messages and responses have been incredible. Many of the decisions I have taken has come from people who supported me on Reddit. Both the negative and positive comments have helped me, and I would like to thank all of you for taking the time to write me and support me. Yesterday, I was having my phone spammed by many family members from her side and friends. The only person I responded to was the sister with part of the conversation where she and the sister talks about it all. I didn't include anything in the response except an image. The conversation and the sister went pretty much silent after that until later. During the day, I contacted the co-owner of my business and let him know the full story. He told me to take as much time as I need and even advised me to head off to a vacation. This guy is a childhood friend of mine. I don't trust anyone as much as him. My plans have changed a bit. I am still staying at this hotel for another few days and then perhaps moving on to the friend I was supposed to go to. I called him up and let him know I want to head off somewhere. Perhaps a trip to somewhere nice, another country, or something. It's all still not yet 100% decided, but I know I will be leaving for somewhere. He said he would be up for joining me if it could be during the upcoming weeks, since he is still on holiday from his work. We will see how that turns out later. Second edit. My friend went over to get the ring from her, but she refused to give it to him and told me she would not give it to anyone and that I have to pick it up by myself. I don't know why she is still acting like this. I am thinking of just letting the ring go and be able to have a clear mind. Final update. Hi. I have gotten a lot of requests to make another update, so here it is. Well, me and my friend flew off on a vacation that he paid for. The entire time he was comforting me, telling me the positives of the entire situation. But I was going down a bit in my mood again, getting lost in my own thoughts. It's hard to explain, but imagine thinking that you feel good, but in reality, you're not feeling good, like I am conflicted about how I feel. The first 2 nights, much didn't happen. We went to the city and just enjoyed life in general, had dinners out, saw some sights and did more or less normal stuff that you do on a vacation. He wanted to go out to party the first nights and head off to the club, but I didn't feel like it. I can't really explain why, but I was just down in general. I started feeling like I lost a big part of my life and that everything was going to go to heck. I started feeling like I would never meet a woman like her again and that I will be lonely for the rest of my life. I don't know why I was feeling like this, because a few days before I was feeling just fine. My friend kept cheering me up, but it wasn't really working. I told him to go to party and I would join him in the next few days, but that I really didn't feel I wanted to do it right now. I said I was really sorry, but he kept reassuring me it was okay and that he understands. On the 4th day, however, he told me he had a big surprise waiting for me later in the day. He had gone out the night before, but he said it wasn't for party, and it was just something he needed to get me, is what he said. Anyway, we get back to the hotel, and he makes me promise to go along with whatever he says. He basically tells me everything he is doing is because he loves me as if I were his brother, and that he only wants what's best for me. He forces me to promise that I need to trust him and go along with what he is going to do for me, and that he guarantees it will make me feel better. I go along with it and finally agree. He makes a short call and then gets all exited laughing, telling me how I won't regret this and how amazing everything will be. About 40 or something minutes later, 3 absolutely beautiful women show up to the door. When I say beautiful, I really mean like supermodel beautiful. 9 or 10 on the beauty scale, with absolutely amazing bodies and beautiful faces. He lets me know 2 of them are for me and 1 is for him. I honestly start panicking because this is not what I expected, and I am all nervous and not sure if I can go through with it. He leaves to the bedroom and comes back with a small plastic bag, if you can call it that, like those really small ones, and lays it on the table and tells me he got us some Coke like the old days. We used to try a lot of stuff when we were younger. He sets up lines, and we each do them. The euphoria and confidence that gets in me is out of the world. Last time I did this was over 7 years ago. And well, I think you know what happened after that. After that night, we basically did everything we haven't done for a long time. A lot of nights out, several of them with Coke. Also tried some more stuff, but it didn't feel as good as the Coke. He wanted to take most of the tabs and pay for it all, but I couldn't let him do that. He already did so much for me. I didn't think I could be closer to him than I already was. But he has stuck up for me in a situation when I expected to be going through heck. I don't know if I can ever find a better friend. Midway through the trip I was having my ups and downs, but I really think I healed up most of what happened. I don't feel any attachment to her, nor do I even care what happens to her. I got back a few days ago and I have found out she has tried to contact my family, and I have also heard through a mutual friend. She is doing really bad. Like really bad. As much as I hate her and everything, I feel neutral to this. No resentment to her, no hatred. I don't want bad for her, but I also don't care what happens to her. I don't know what more to say or what to write. I just want to move on with my life at this point. And hopefully only good will come from here. I know she wants to contact me. My dad told me she just wanted to speak to me once more for closure, whatever that means. I don't think I want to do it, but at the same time, even if I did it, I don't think I would feel anything. I don't know what more you guys want to know. There's not really that much that has happened since I got back. I haven't really bothered to find out anything either, since I don't really care. Maybe I will make an update or something in a few more weeks or months. As of now, I just want to move on and be happy with my own life. I still am taking 2 more weeks off from the business, and will spend this time on myself and just resting my head. In general, thanks for all the support you have given, and sorry for the late update. After listening to everything, my opinion is that it may be difficult to see now, but this situation is a blessing in disguise. You have avoided a costly mistake. Focus on the positive aspects of this experience to rebuild your confidence and emerge as a stronger individual. Unlike others who may have faced consequences, you faced the situation head-on. As strange as it may sound, it reminds me of the iconic slow-motion bullet-dodging scene in The Matrix. People often fear losing face in public, leading them to tell lies. By exposing the truth first, you can shield yourself from some of this deceit. It's hard to imagine being in his position. Cheating is something that is difficult to forgive, especially on such a large scale. Engaging in such acts and then returning home to another person is completely unforgivable. Even in a drunken state, there comes a moment of clarity where one must recognize their actions and change course. While it is tough to move on, a kiss might be something I could eventually forgive if there was genuine remorse and it was a one-time mistake. However, this situation is different, and my brother is making the right choice to leave. The fact that she added him on Facebook shows a lack of remorse. It seems she may have planned this behavior. A truly loyal person does not suddenly abandon their commitment. She clearly did not respect the relationship, and regaining trust will be impossible. Regardless of what happens next, I wish you strength and patience, as you will need it during this challenging time. Always remember that cheating is a choice, not a mistake. Thanks for watching. Consider liking and subscribing for more such videos. Stay strong, guys.